Welcome to Season Chasers. I'm Rob Freeman. Those that love nature and outdoor sports spend a lot of quality time looking for adventure throughout the year. The more you study, the more you learn about the peak seasons in nature. It's fun to know when it's best to go fishing or hunting, when it's time to pick blueberries, wild mushrooms, or native pecans. Sometimes the peak season is close to home, right in your own backyard, or it could be miles away near the mountains and the sea. Either way, this program will chase the seasons where the action is hot.
The season is late fall and early winter. It's the whitetail deer seasons, archery and firearms at different times in both Kansas and Missouri. Today, we're going along on several hunts, most starting before sunrise. It's worth getting up early when you study, learn, and share deer hunting. We start off in Cherokee County, Kansas. Sean and I are set up in a pop-up blind in some woods. All of a sudden, Sean spots a buck and takes a quick shot with the crossbow before I could swing the camera around.
I just shot a big one, and my heart's pumping like crazy.
We didn't have much time on that, did we?
No, but I shot him. I wasn't waiting. I had a window. Oh my God.
Looked like a good one to me.
That was a real good one. Oh, big tall rack. He come out of nowhere.
About 725.
Oh,
Woo woo.
oh my God. That's what we're waiting for right there.
Sometimes they give you a lot of warning, and sometimes they don't.
I just hope he's down. I hit him good though, I think. I hit him real good. Oh boy, I didn't have time to react, but I had a window and I took it. I whacked him good, I'm pretty sure. Oh no.
I heard it hit him, yeah.
What are we gonna do?
It made that plop
Yeah.
sound.
Oh, my heart's just pumping. That's what we call buck fever, folks.
So how long you want to wait?
I don't know. I'm scared because we've lost several deer in this area before.
Woo woo.
That was a nice buck. Did you get to see it?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you hit it. I was turning around with the camera trying to get it on. But the time did not allow.
I wasn't going to wait.
Went ahead and launched
I
one.
wasn't going to wait. I think he's over there scurrying around, but I don't know how long to wait. It should have been a long shot, don't you think?
I didn't see where you hit it. Don't know that.
While we're waiting to go after Sean's deer, another buck appears at the fence line, and we try our best to grunt him on in. This one looks like another shooter, and I do my best to try to get ready. Unfortunately, buck number 2 doesn't come any closer than this.
Now there comes that part in just about every hunt from where you launched your bolt to where you recover your deer. And we let it sit for a while, and Sean's found a little sign. What do you got here, Sean?
We got blood on the tree and we got hair, and we found a pretty good trail of blood, so I think we got us a buck this morning. And also we waited 30 minutes to let this buck lay down and die, and we had 2 more bucks come in, and Rob just about got a shot on another good buck. And I mean, this is what everybody dreams of, is having this much action. Unbelievable. I can't even speak. My heart's still pumping, and this just makes it even better because now we know we've got the sign that he's hurt.
Yep. All right, we got a good trail to follow, and we're going to see where it leads. What do we got here?
Well, this is a really good sign because we found our arrow and it's full of blood. So that means he's probably a double lung shot. And it's not going to be too much further. He's probably laying over here somewhere. So let's go find him.
Woo!
Big deer. All right. Yes, I got him. Yes. All right. Oh, what a deer.
All right, let's see what this bad boy's been doing here. He's got double brow tine on this side, and looks like that one's been broken off, stickers all over. Wow, that's a pretty one.
Nice mature buck.
Big guy.
Wow.
He didn't make it very far. Let's roll him over and see what he's got. First time. That's what came out. It was at an angle. Now that's this is Sean's first one with a crossbow, and we're gonna have to hire a helicopter to get this one out of here, I'm afraid.
We're a little far up.
Now what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Help.
But, we're gonna call several friends probably on this one. But, that's a really nice buck and something to be proud of. And one thing we know is there's some more in here too, and some does that need to be tagged. So very nice. That's a nice mature buck.
What time was it? It was
About 7:25.
7:25. That's right.
He didn't get far. Good job.
He's been rubbing the cedars big time. Right on.
Now next time one comes in like that, you got to give me time to get the camera out.
Well, I knew that my opportunity was short because I only had a small window to shoot, and I took the shot, and obviously it was lethal. So
Very nice.
Cool. I knew he was a shooter.
Nice trophy white-tailed deer, southeast Canton.
He's definitely
Very
a shooter.
nice. Good spot.
On many deer hunts, no shots are even taken, but it's fun to watch these smaller ones move through close by. I also got to hear groups of quail calling to each other. In some areas, the quail numbers are finally starting to show some improvement from previous years, and this quail sighting certainly made my day. On a Bourbon County, Kansas crossbow hunt, this buck showed up for some antler rubbing. At first glance, I thought that this was certainly a shooter. He's tall and he's wide and he has really thick antlers. But when you look real close, this one has only 4 points total. Looked to me like the brow tine's been broken off, and it's an old mature deer, possibly on the decline. The big 4-point never got closer than 80 yards to me, and it's certainly not in crossbow range. If this one stepped out by your stand, what would you do? That's the question of all deer hunters. Sunrise in the country includes comforting sounds like the horns of passing trains. And who could mistake the wild coyote calls? Meanwhile, back at the corn pile, here's a blue jay who's quietly waiting his turn. The corn feeds lots of critters, like my friends here, Heckle and Jackal. Instead of magpies, these are crows that stop by on a rainy day for a little corn snack. It's not uncommon for a few does to appear. These stayed way out of range, just across the fence. When you put out corn here on the Kansas side, it seems like the little non-shooters are always the first ones to show up and stay for a long, long time. At another location, with a feeder this time, old Corn Breath is back, and he's eating all my corn. This one became the thing that would not leave. Well, I quit worrying about that and let him be my live decoy. The young buck has a better view of the area compared to me looking out these little windows. He'd always let me know if something else was approaching. On this late December day, 3 tom turkeys showed up, and they were hungry for the corn. Of course, I haven't seen these guys again since I went out and bought a fall Kansas turkey tag. A most memorable rifle hunt in Missouri, coming up next on Season Chasers. Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has about everything you need for every season. Decorations for all seasons. Homes and treats for wild birds. New saddles and supplies for your ponies. Dog collars and pet grooming aids. Plus grills and recipes for barbecue season. Whether you have a lap dog, a sport dog, chickens, or a goofy goat, Blue Ribbon Farm and Home has all the feeds you'll ever need. Blue Ribbon Farm and Home, rated outstanding by the Goofy Goat.
When it's time to buy a better boat, Albers is the place to get your best deal on a new tracker or nitro. Albers Marine, Arma, Kansas. Trade up to a new tracker, ready for the lake, powered by Mercury Outboards. Albers Marine, Arma, Kansas. Your ticket to the great outdoors is Tracker from Albers Marine. Albers Marine, Arma, Kansas. Your tracker and nitro boats dealer, North Highway 69, Arma, Kansas.
Don't miss Albers Marine's 10th Annual Fishing and Hunting Show. It's a whole weekend of indoor fun for those that love the outdoors. See the latest boats, motors, and outdoor gear in the climate-controlled comfort of Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall. Bass Pro Mike Webb presents a fishing seminar Saturday at noon. Free fun for the whole family. Admission is free and parking is free. Don't miss Albers Marine's 10th Annual Fishing and Hunting Show in January at Pittsburgh's Meadowbrook Mall.
Come on out to Pawnee Wildlife Preserve, where it's pheasant season now through the end of March. And some people don't think of eastern Kansas as a place for wild pheasants, but I guarantee there's no slow flying ones out here. So give us a call at the number on your screen and come on out for a nice day in the country at Pawnee Wildlife Preserve, Fort Scott, Kansas.
The season is fall. It's the last 2 days of the white-tailed deer season for firearms in Missouri in the month of November. I'm on a hunt with Eric from South Carolina. He's come to hunt on some great private land near the Missouri-Kansas border. We're way up off the ground with a great view of a managed fruit orchard. This is during the rut, and we're hoping that the does and the big bucks will be running together. It doesn't take too long before 2 does are browsing in the planted clover and turnips. Eric plans to pass on these first two does we see on the first morning, but we both keep watching where they watch, hoping for a clue of what else might be out there. Another doe steps out on the first morning light, and we watch closely where she watches. We also get a visit from some feeding turkeys. Turkeys have some of the keenest hearing and eyesight, and we watch where they watch today. Those younger turkeys were staying out of the way of these longbeards who liked feeding on the clover patch also. Later in the afternoon, the does are showing up one at a time, and we're still waiting for a bigger shooter. These non-antlered deer have no idea that Eric and I are up here in this covered tower. Eric spots some deer that are chasing off in that brushy area over there. Some of the rut activity occurs out in the open. We can tell several are moving around over there. But these never came fully into view. As the shadows begin to creep over the clover, we spot another doe, and we watch where she watches. Oh yeah, here's a shooter, and he's trotting on by.
He's coming back. Don't worry, he's coming back.
Here's a slowed down replay showing just how this shy big buck remains with this much daylight out. No good shooting opportunity here, no matter what.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He went up the hill. There's another one. There's another one. He went up the hill.
Another doe is close behind, but by now the buck is nowhere to be seen.
Big guy ought to come out now for sure. Yeah. He's just hiding up there in the shade. Got 3 dozen.
This is the prime viewing hour of the day, and the feeding group continues to grow, but they're all non-shooters. This smaller buck greets the does, not much luck here, and then joins in on the clover buffet. These does are keeping their distance, and the smaller buck just moves on. As the remaining sunlight slips away, these two young bucks are sparring like a couple of teenagers. Nothing really serious going on here. As Eric's first day comes to a close, we remember the glimpse of that one shooter. No shots fired today, as the does hightail it on out of here. Eric is back up the tower for our last afternoon of the Missouri firearms season, and the shot selections may be a little bit different this time. Eric has a buck and a doe tag, and he wants to put some venison in the freezer from this trip. The turkeys are still hungry, and they pay us a visit as the sun begins to get low. Then out of those fruit trees, Eric spots two deer. We're working through the clover.
Might be good bait.
As we wait up in the stand, a few minutes later at the other end of the clover field, Eric put the scope on a shooter.
Got him. We'll see if we're coming out there. He's going right in there. Oh, he's gone. He went up around that other side.
I hit him though.
Oh, you hit him hard. Yeah. We're gonna have to go after him.
And here's a slower replay of the action.
Tell me when you're ready.
Got him. there goes your tag.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to go.
Yeah.
Let's go look for that guy.
Yeah,
What I
first.
meant is I don't have any flashlights to
Right.
look for him.
Right.
So yeah, let's go look for him.
That one I think was a nice rack.
I think so.
I think
yeah, he was pretty good size.
Yeah. And that one there we don't have to follow.
No, we know that for that one. So.
Yeah.
It's a double.
Yes, sir. Whoa.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
We'll call it a double.
2 for 2.
You just stand there, you know.
It says I'm gonna go home with you too.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Such a privilege.
You got it.
Welcome to the Rob channel. Thank you, my friends.
I got him. Call it a double. Get your size.
Look at this.
Woo woo!
Oh yeah, totally symmetrical. Little kicker, broken tine. Oh yeah.
All right. So what were you thinking about when this guy came out?
Oh, not much, just buck fever. I'm so thankful. My gosh.
We got a lot to haul out of here tonight, don't you?
Yep, that's the way I have to roll around here.
Good job.
Gosh, oh, that's awesome.
All right, well, I'll go flag
So
him down.
happy about that now.
Cool. Good
Dude.
job.
Tune in each week for some of the stuff you just won't see on other shows. Outdoors, wildlife, and a life of adventure. Being on the lookout for natural foods and making the most of what the wildlife provides. Study, learn, and share the great outdoors with someone who's important to you.